Welcome to the another video of Cricket Thrills. In the 12th match of World Cup 1987 played between Australia and New Zealand at Nehru Stadium Indore on October 18 and 1987, a thrilling game of cricket between the two arch rivals. This was a match New Zealand needed to win to leave themselves in a position to challenge for a semi-final place, and they should not have lost it. Postponed for a day because of heavy rains, it was curtailed to 30 overs a side after the captains expressed their preference for the game rather than sharing the points for a no reason. Australia set the target of 199 for the loss of 4 wickets. With the help of David Boone's 87 from 87 balls, laid the foundations for an Australia total that was to set the New Zealand to a target of 6.66 and over. David Boone and Dean Jones added 117 runs from 98 balls against some indifferent slow bowling, and the Allen border improvised to score 34 of 26 balls. Martin Snedden picked up 2 wickets while Evan Chatfield and Deepak Patel took 1 wicket apiece. In the nail-biting reply, New Zealand scored 196 for the 9 wickets. As John Wright and Ken Rutherford sparked New Zealand's reply, putting on 83 in 12 overs, and with Martin Crowe on 58 from 46 balls. They began the final over requiring 7 runs with 4 wickets in hand. Martin Crowe departed to Waugh's first ball, misjudging the length and lofting it to deep cover. The next ball, a Yorker sent back Smith. For New Zealand, it was all over. Steve Waugh, the last over hero against India, allowed only 3 singles and ran out Snedden. Bruce Reid, Simon O'Donnell and Steve Waugh picked up 2 wickets each, while Greg McDermott picked up 1 wicket. David Boone was declared player of the match. This was ODI number 462. The match umpires were David Archer and Khizr Hayat. With this win, Australia secured the semi-final spots with 20 points.
It's a good delivery that lifted and left him. First runs to Boone in Australia. Marsh. Into the air. He could be caught. No. It falls behind John Bracewell. Marsh trying to play it away on the leg side, getting a leading edge, and the ball ballooning over backward point's head. That one cocked up very nastily. The 4 out of the 11 deliveries that we've seen so far have done a bit off the pitch. Good stop by Snedden, diving full length to his left.
And in slow motion, and look at him flinging himself at the ball. Really a marvelous sight.
That's 4 runs. It came slightly slowly off the pitch. Boone waited for it, was in good position, and hooked it off his left shoulder. Australia, after 4 overs, 12 without loss. That's a glorious shot, half volley, and Boone picking it very early indeed, and through extra cover it goes like a bullet. Leaning into that off drive, timing it sweetly, and 4 more. Out caught by Jeff Crowe, and Australia lose their first wicket. That one moved away from the right-hander. Marsh getting an outside nick, and straight and fast into the hands of first left Jeff Crowe, and Marsh is caught by Crowe off the bowling of Snedden for 6, Australia 17 for 1.
Look at it once again. Just leaving the bat, and Crowe comfortably takes it.
Jones, the new batsman.
a magnificent effort. Snedden, the fielder, had to move about 15 yards to the right. Got a hand to the ball, but unfortunately for him, the ball didn't stick. Fairly high and wide on the onside. Snedden making good ground, diving, getting a hand to it.
Oh, what a big hit. Jones really going early, picking the ball up, just on about his leg stump and thumping it over mid-wicket. Beautiful shot.
He got hold of that one extremely well. Crosses the boundary line, first bounce. So Boone on the rampage. That's a mighty blow. A typical Boone shot. That is a massive blow. Oh, he could be run out there. Didn't see Bracewell field that powerfully hit drive so well, diving to the left.
Well, the throw from Rutherford, whom you now see converging on the ball, picking it up on the ricochet off Bracewell's body, was not a particularly good one. But in any case, I think Boone had returned just about in time. Close shave.
Oh, very effective, and he's the second gentleman in the Australian side who has performed that shot and performed it extremely well. That is very well played. Fine, where there's no fielder. Chatfield having to do a lot of running, trying to cut that off, but ball far too fine and far too fast for him. Massive blow.
That's six.
Clear six. And Dean Jones getting into the act. Started off rather hesitantly, but is now playing extremely well.
Yes, Boone, a battler, doesn't give it up easily.
100 partnership for the second wicket. Already up.
Oh, that is a beautiful shot. Taken on the rise, which is what we've been saying he shouldn't be doing, but I suppose when you have 67 runs against your name, you can afford to take these chances, and really lammed into it. Picked it up very early, saw it pitching shot, got himself into position and slammed it past square leg. Bracewell, a full toss, and being pulled away for six by Dean Jones. And that's Jones's 50, coming in only 46 balls.
Into the air, he could be out, caught this time, Rutherford under it, and he's held him. On the second attempt, he's held him. It almost slipped out, but then he managed to cling on to it.
And now look at that, going down the track, picking it on the full, and Rutherford in position. Just look at him now, doing both hands to it. Bob just bounces up over his back and he clings onto it again.
and on the full, that's 6. A cross-batted, beautifully timed shot by Border. In the air, and Rutherford diving full length. Great attempt, but is unable to either catch it or stop the boundary. Catch by John Wright. An outstanding piece of cricket by John Wright, moving quickly to his left, diving full length and hanging on to that catch. Boone departs, caught Wright, bowls Snedden for 87 and Australia are 171 for 3.
Snedden,
David Boone.
not quite to the pitch of the ball, Boone. And look at that diving catch. Yes, one of those delectable making room for strokes at border improvisation there. Yes, and it War getting that for Chatfield, not able to cut it off, slipping and sliding in the slushy outfield. And he gets his 1,000 runs in one-day internationals. And one more, the border improvisation, making room down the leg stump and hitting it, smashing it past cover for 4. Slicing it high in the air. And caught beautifully by Martin Crowe. Coming, one more look at it. A leading edge. Crowe takes his time, gets into position and takes it comfortably. Boone was Australia's batting hero, and with Jones for company, he maintained a very high rate of scoring, almost in the region of 7, and took Australia to a fairly commanding score of 199. This commanding score notwithstanding a slow outfield where the ball often didn't travel, but the way they played, the pugnacious amount of stroke play by Boone and well supported by Jones really took Australia to a position of strength. But New Zealand certainly answered, and John Rutherford and Wright really took the pressure off them with a magnificent opening stand of 80 odd. McDermott. Yes, and a lot of power in that stroke, opening the face and helping it along for 4 runs. Goes back, and at the last minute just turns the bat around. Oh.
That was neatly picked up, saw the bouncer early, swung it around over the boundary at fine leg for 6.
Slow motion. A perfect position. Just picking it up early and hooking it over fine leg for 4. Yes, and another powerful stroke. Dermot. Oh, marvelous. Going down the wicket to McDermott, probably one of the quicker bowlers on either side, and really smashing it over mid-wicket. Perfect position. My word, it wasn't all that short, made room, just swung it around square leg for 6. Very short, picking it well.
That's gloriously played. A superb shot. 4 runs, through wide mid-wicket. Picked up the line quickly. Minimal movement of the feet and a flick of the wrist. Glorious shot by Odyssey. A chance of a run out here. Not a very good take by Greg Dyer. The throw from McDermott came straight to him. First bounce, but Dyer muffled.
Look at that again, going down the wicket as if to drive. Very last minute, opening the face to try for a placement, and the ball just squeezing through between his bat and pad.
Full toss. Getting the treatment you deserve. Yes, it's been signaled a 6.
Yes, and that was almost a wide. In fact, it was certainly been a wide. Just way down outside the off stump and kept going, and right leaning to it, literally having to fish for that ball, and gets a outside nick and comfortably taken behind by Dyer. As you can see, how much of movement, literally almost in front of second slip.
Oh, that's a massive blow. And I think that
First bounce.
it must have been a 6, yes. It missed being a 6 by a matter of a couple of inches. Taken on the rise and hit away over mid-off. Comprehensively beaten that time, the ball going much faster than Jones had allowed for. That was beautifully struck. Martin Crowe trying to speed things up. Could it be a catch? Yes, extremely well judged. Jones was not looking terribly happy. He wasn't in terms of himself or the wicket, and sliced that ball, as you can see, jumping out, slicing it to deep point, where Marsh takes a difficult catch, makes a difficult catch look comfortable.
tall man bending down quickly. Reed, almost 6 feet 7.5. Let's have a look at it. Not quite to the pitch, but struck hard. And Reed.
Deepak Patel coming in. No, that's brilliantly stopped. That's beautifully placed, but again the slowness of the outfield, proving the undoing. Well taken, 3. I think Dyer was unsighted by that. He goes for it, but I think the low bounce also defeats him.
And a direct hit. And out by a yard. Australians keeping their cool. Yes, you can't stop that. Firmly struck.
That's a massive blow. That's a colossal hit. Taken on the rise and putting it over the lawn head. Baseball on 6. He should be out. Bruce Reed himself going for it.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, pitching middle and off, as you can see, and then down. Beautiful stroke. Fully in control.
It's in the air. And Martin Kerr is out. Another twist to this strange and magnificent match. Brilliantly held in the covers. I don't think there was any need for that. Could have got their 1s and 2s, but nevertheless, when you're in such excellent form, you tend to take chances. Jump, well, making room, hitting it on the rise, ballooning it to Marsh, who gets under it extremely well. That was the first ball of the last over, so 5 balls to get 7 runs in. And that bowls him. What a cliffhanger this is turning out to be. And he's out. And what a transformation in a match which was seemingly going so comfortably New Zealand's way. Suddenly a turnabout, and now they have 1 ball to get 5 runs in, which would mean a miraculous performance from the last man in. The last ball of the match coming up. And it can't go for a 6, not even a 4, and Australia won the match.
And what a stirring fight back it was from New Zealand. Wright and Rutherford maintaining almost 7 and over, kept the strokes going all around the wicket, playing strokes of authority and power and precision, and taking runs on this slow outfield when fours were slightly difficult to come by. Followed by Martin Crowe, who really is such a lovely stroke maker and whose authoritative batting really kept New Zealand in the chase. In fact, up to the last over, it appeared Australia were doomed when Martin Crowe's one misjudged error and Stephen was calm.
If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.